A bacon cries as he's jailed for a heroin 2-hour assault on his victim. Now, you know I use different words on this channel because obviously the videos will not be shown if you say certain words. So the bacon, Fahad Al Eniezi, was said to have destroyed his victim after subjecting her to physical and psychological torture. He was sentenced to 11 years in prison and he appeared via video link of HMP Liverpool. So he had to go on video link, and as he was sentenced, he began to sob and cry like a big baby. Now, I will go into a little bit of this case, but the mitigation from his defense was that he can't speak English and he will have a harder time inside of prison. So can you please give him the shortest sentence possible? How absolutely pathetic. I do a lot of these videos lately with these type of offenders, migrants or illegal migrants, and they say that because they can't speak English, they'll have a hard time inside a prison. So please give me a shorter sentence. How about not commit the fucking crime in the first place? So a rapist cried as he was locked up after subjecting a woman to a heroin assault over the course of 2 hours. Fahad was said to have destroyed his victim after subjecting her to physical and psychological torture. The trial, a trial, he even put her through the misery of making her stand up and go through this ordeal again. And then he's got the audacity to cry when he's sentenced. So the trial at Liverpool Crown Court heard the 37-year-old of Elm Road in Walton raped and essayed the complainant in an incident that lasted for 2 hours. He also degraded her further by calling her a bitch and a whore. I'm trying to say these words differently so they do not get picked up, because I bet you any money, as sad as it is, I should be able to just come on and speak freely about these type of things, but unfortunately they get flagged up, and obviously the video either gets took down or it is limited ads. He also, I've just said that bit there, but Ken Grant prosecuting described how she was subjected to physical and psychological torture at Fahad's hands and became very ill psychologically as a result of what this absolute beast had done to her. In the statement read to the court on her behalf, she added, "He destroyed me physically, emotionally, and psychologically. He destroyed me and killed my confidence in myself." Fahad has no previous convictions. Helen Chenery, defendant, said on his behalf, "It must be conceded that there is limited mitigation available to this defendant. He is of previous good character." Well, he came into the country in 2021, so it's not a very long time of being in the country. What was he doing in his country before he came here? There is some evidence that he has suffered in his personal circumstances, leading him to come to this country in 2021. Oh, so poor Fahad has suffered in his country, so he's come to the UK to inflict misery on this poor, defenseless woman. Defense goes on to say, "I do make the submission that he may struggle more than most in a custodial setting due to the language barrier." Well, there wasn't much language barrier when he was on top of this woman, calling her those names that, by the way, were English words. So what do you got to say about that? He will have to recognise the severe impact that he has had. It may be that he will struggle to do this until he is able to communicate properly with those in prison. The defendant knows that he has to expect a significant sentence of imprisonment. I ask your honour to keep that sentence as short as possible in all the circumstances, in line with your honour's public duty. How absolutely pathetic. Fahad was assisted by an interpreter during the hearing, was found guilty of offences including 2 counts of the rape and assault by, cannot say that other word because it will fucking flag up, unfortunately, by a jury. Appearing via video link to HMP Liverpool, wearing a grey prison-issued tracksuit, he sat with his head bowed, put his face in his hands, and wiped away the tears as he was jailed for 11 years. Oh, boo-hoo, you dirty bacon. Sentencing Judge Stuart Driver, KC, said it was a prolonged and sustained incident. The victim's personal statement shows significant psychological harm. In mitigation of your previous good character, but the guidelines state that should carry little weight. Luckily, good on you, little weight in the circumstances. Fahad will serve at least 2/3 of his sentence behind bars before becoming eligible for release, although Judge Driver added that he ultimately faces inevitable deportation. Now, that's the first time I've heard this when I've done these stories. If you go back and have a look at the amount of stories I've done on these type of offenders, there's not one of them says they will be deported afterwards. He was also handed an indefinite restraining order and told to sign the S offender register for life. So should we all share a tear for Fahad when he's beginning his 11-year sentence inside of HMP Liverpool, when he can't talk with a Scouse accent, or he can't integrate or speak with the other prisoners? Should we all feel sorry for him? But what about those 2 words that I mentioned, which I don't really want to repeat? The B, whore. I might as well say the fuckers because the video will be fucking, whatever happens, happens. I'm still putting it on, people. So he called her during this 2-hour ordeal those 2 words. 2 words that seems to me that somebody knows the English language. And like I say, when these type of offenders are coming into the UK and committing these type of offences, they're always saying about their bad background. They've been through adversity, or they've been through torture, or they've had a bad time before they went to the UK. So why not try your best to integrate instead of attacking and inflicting harm on innocent members of the public, who, by the way, the reason why I mention these as well, all these offences that's happening by these type of offenders, mainly ones that are going to the UK on boats illegally as well. Like, why go there in the first place if all you're going to do is cause misery on the British public and inflict these type of offences on them? Poor defenceless women doing this type of offending. Absolutely outrageous. But you will not hear this on the mainstream media. This will not be shown. It might be shown on a local Liverpool Newsnight channel, but you will not hear it in the news. You will hear it here on Behind Bars TV, because I will be bringing you these type of stories, letting you all know about these bacons going into prison. And more so, as you all know who's been following the channel, bacon bashers. We all love to hear about the bacons getting bashed inside of jail, a bit of prison justice. So I will keep you updated and let you know if anything comes of it. But I will leave that one there for now. And as usual, people, if you are enjoying the content, Remember to comment, like, and subscribe. Take care, everyone. Enjoy the rest of your day. Stay safe.